Although he was the supremely powerful personality of Godhead, he would smile and dance according to their desire, as if he were a wooden doll in their hands. Sometimes he would sing very loudly at their bidding. In this way, Krishna came completely under the control of the gopis.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Kundan.
Hare Krishna, sir. विहरति क्वचित् अज्ञानपता
बिभर्ति क्वचित् अज्ञानतः
पीठको नमान् पादुकम्
पीठको नमानपादुकम्
बाहुक्षेपं च कुरुते
बाहुक्षेपं च कुरुते
स्वानां च प्रीतिम् आवहन् Translation. Sometimes Mother Yashoda and her gopis friends would tell Krishna, bring this article or bring that article. Sometimes they would order him to bring a wooden plank, wooden shoe, or a wooden measuring pot, and Krishna, when thus ordered by the mothers, would try to bring them. Sometimes, however, as if unable to raise these things, he would touch them and stand there. Just to invite the pleasure of his relatives, he would strike his body with his arms to show that he had sufficient strength. Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna. Dhananjay.
Hare Krishna, sir. Darshayam statvidam loka
Darshayam sadvidam loka
Atmano vritya vasyatam
Atmano vritavashyatam
Brajoshovaha bhuiharsham
Brajasyovahavaiharsham
Bhagavano balo chistitohi
Bhagavan balachistitaye.
Translation to pure devotees throughout the world who could understand his activities, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna exhibited how much he can be subdued by his devotees, his servants. In this way, he increased the pleasure of the Brajavasis by his childhood activities. Purport that Krishna performed childhood activities to increase the pleasure of his devotees was another transcendental humor. He exhibited these activities not only to the inhabitant of Brajabhumi, but also to others who were captivated by his
Hare Krishna. Dhananjay. Is it audible?
Yes, sir,
No, sir.
audible.
No, Dhananjay.
No, sir, Dhananjay is not audible.
Sir, can I read means left
Yes,
part?
you can read.
The external devotees who were captivated by his unlimited potency were informed of Krishna's desire to be submitted to his servant. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mrityunjay.
Hare Krishna. क्रीणिहि भूः फलानीति
क्रीणिहि वो फलानीति
श्रुत्वा सत्वरं च्युतः
श्रुत्वा
श्रुत्वा
सत्वरमच्युतः
सत्वरमच्युतः
फलार्थी धान्यमादाय
फलार्थी
फलार्थी
धान्यमादाय
धान्यमादाय
ययौ सर्वफलप्रदः
ययौ
ययौ
सर्वफलप्रदः
सर्वफलप्रदः.
Translation. Once a woman selling fruit was calling, O inhabitants of Vrajabhumi, if you want to purchase some fruits, come here. Upon hearing this, Krishna immediately took some grains and went to barter as if he needed some fruits. Purport. Aborigines generally go to the villages to sell fruits. How much the aborigines were attached to Krishna is here described. Krishna, to show his favor to the aborigines, would immediately go purchase fruits, bartering with paddy in his hand as he had seen others do. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Text number 11. फलविक्रयणे तस्य
फलविक्रयणीतस्य
च्युतधन्याकरद्वयम्
च्युतधान्यकरद्वयम्
च्युतधन्याकरद्वयम्
च्युतधान्यकरद्वयम्
फलैरपूरयद्रत्नैः
फलैर्पूरयद्रत्ने
फलभण्डम् अपूरि च
फलभण्डमपूरे च.
Translation. While Krishna was going to the fruit vendor very hastily, most of the grains he was holding fell. Nonetheless, the fruit vendor filled Krishna's hands with fruits, and her fruit basket was immediately filled with jewels and gold. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita 9.26, Krishna says, Patram puspam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tad aham bhaktya upahrotam ashnami prayatatmana. Krishna is so kind that if anyone offers him a leaf, a fruit, a flower, or some water, he immediately accepts it. The only condition is that these things should be offered with bhakti. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. Otherwise, if one is popped up with false prestige, thinking, I have so much opulence and I am giving something to Krishna, one's offering will not be accepted by Krishna. The fruit vendor, although a woman belonging to the poor aborigine class, dealt with Krishna with great affection, saying, Krishna, you have come to me to take some fruit in exchange for grains. All the grains have fallen, but still you may take whatever you like. Thus she filled Krishna's palms with whatever fruits he could carry. In exchange, Krishna filled her whole basket with jewels and gold. From this incident, one should learn that for anything offered to Krishna with love and affection, Krishna can reciprocate many millions of times over both materially and spiritually. The basic principle involved is an exchange of love. Therefore, Krishna teaches in Bhagavad Gita, Yat karosi yat ashnasi, yat juhosi dadasi yat tapashyasi kaunteya, tat kurushvo mad arpanam. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer, and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering to me. With love and affection, one should try to give something to Krishna from one's source of income. Then one's life will be successful. Krishna is full in all opulences. He does not need anything from anyone, but if one is prepared to give something to Krishna, that is for one's own benefit. The example given in this connection is that when one's real face is decorated, the reflection of one's face is automatically decorated. Similarly, if we try to serve Krishna with all our opulences, we, as parts and parcels, reflections of Krishna, will become happy in exchange. Krishna is always happy, for he is Atmarama, fully satisfied with his own opulence. Hare Krishna, Vinay.
Hare Krishna, sir. Saritiraagatam Krishnam
Saritiratam
Gatam
Krishnam
Krishna
Bhagnarjunam Athayavat
Bhagnarjunam
Arjuna
Athavayat
Ramam cha Rohini Devi
Ramam cha
Ramam
Rohini
Rohini
Devi
Devi
Kridantam Balakairvrisham.
Kridantam
Kridantam
Balakairbhrusham
Translation. Once after uprooting of the Yamla Arjuna trees, Rohini Devi went to call Rama and Krishna, who had both gone to the riverside and were playing with the other boys with deep attention. But Mother Yashoda was more attached to Krishna and Balaram than Rohini Devi was. Although Rohini Devi was the mother of Balarama, Mother Yashoda sent Rohini Devi to call Rama and Krishna from their play. Since it was the right time for lunch, therefore Rohini Devi went to call them, breaking their engagement in play. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kundan.
Hare Krishna, sir. Nopeyatam yada hutau
Nopeyatam yada hutau
क्रीडा संगेन पुत्रकौ
क्रीडा संगेन पुत्रकौ
यशोदां प्रेषयाम आश
यशोदां प्रेषयामाश
रोहिणी पुत्रवत्सलाम्
रोहिणी पुत्रवत्सलाम्
Translation. Because of being too attached to playing with the other boys, Krishna and Balrama did not return upon being called by Rohini. Therefore, Rohini sent Mother Yashoda to call them back because Mother Yashoda was more affectionate to Krishna and Balrama. Purport. Yashodam Preshayam Asha. These very words show that since Krishna and Balrama did not care to return in response to the order of Rohini, Rohini thought that if Yashoda called, they would have to return. For Yashoda was more affectionate to Krishna and Balram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dhananjay is there?
No, sir.
Left, okay. Mrityunjay, continue.
Hare Krishna. क्रीडन्तं शाश्वतं बाले
क्रीडन्तं शाश्वतं बालये
अतिवेलं सहाग्रजम्
अतिवेलं सहाग्रजम्
यशोदाजोहवीत् कृष्णम्
यशोदायोहवेत् कृष्णम्
पुत्रस्नेहे स्नुतस्तने
पुत्रस्नेहाश्नुतस्तने
Translation. Krishna and Balrama, being attached to their play, were playing with the other boys, although it was very late. Therefore, Mother Yashoda called them back for lunch. Because of her ecstatic love and affection for Krishna and Balarama, milk flowed from her breasts. Purport. The word ajo, ajohavit means calling them again and again. Krishna and Balrama, she called, please come back. You are late for your lunch. You have played sufficiently. Come back. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, we'll stop here and little bit we can discuss very beautiful verses. So here we have seen that after uprooting this Yamalarjuna tree, Nanda Baba saw that Krishna is bound by Mother Yashoda. And Nanda Baba understood that it is because of the love of Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, for Krishna. She bound Krishna in the Ulukala and he unbounded Krishna and then he handed over Krishna to Mother Yashoda and other elderly gopis. And like this the pastime continued and Krishna, Srila Sukadeva Goswami is describing here, Krishna became like a pet for all the elderly gopis. And whenever they want, they told, they will speak, Krishna, dance, and he will start dancing. Krishna, you should do this, he will come and Nrityavashyata. So therefore, like this, he gave pleasure to all the Brajavasis. He gave transcendental pleasure to all the Brajavasis. And like this, it is continued and one day, one lady from Aborigine means we can say they are tribals. The tribes, various tribes, they stay in jungles and in forests. Sometimes they come with fruit to Nandgaon or to the Brajavasis. So that Brajavasis, in exchange of grains, they take the fruits. And one lady also came similarly. And she was very desirous to see Krishna. And he was asking everybody, take my fruit, take my fruit. And before Nand Baba's house also she came. And Krishna also went because he saw that Nand Baba, Yashodama, they are going to bring fruit. He thought I want fruit because he wanted to fulfill the desire of that lady who came fruit vendor. Because whenever we desire to see Krishna with pure, without any consideration, Krishna appears. It is his best quality of Krishna. Similarly, Krishna came with few grains in his hand, and when he was coming, all the grains they dropped from his hand, and few 1-2 grains they remained because small hand, a small baby when carrying the grain, and 1-2 grain it was there, and when he came, he became Morris before the fruit vendor. He told, this is the grain I brought. And the fruit vendor, she became very happy just by seeing Krishna. She has no desire to take anything from Krishna. But she happily accepted that 1 grain or 1 or 2 grain, whatever Krishna gave. And she immediately offered Krishna whatever fruit he can take with it. Lot of varieties of fruits, beautiful fruits, fresh, offered quickly. And that is the love that the Prabhupada is explaining. love is important, very, very important in offering. And when we are offering to Krishna, if we are under consideration that I am very opulent, I can give this to Krishna, what we can give to Krishna? Everything we are taking from Krishna. Everything we are taking, we are sustaining our life by the mercy of Krishna. Air, water, foodstuff, grain, everything. But then one may question that why to offer Krishna if we are taking everything from Krishna? Why to offer to Krishna? Prabhupada explains that even in a house, when the father brings sweet or chocolate, he brings it for the children. But if the children, out of love, they offer Father, please take this. That is love. Father doesn't want, but he becomes happy when a child offers little bit with love. Because he is giving everything to the child. Similarly, here Krishna is giving everything to us, but out of love, if we can offer little bit, fruits, flower, water, whatever we have, as per our capability, or food stuff, whatever, then Krishna becomes very pleased. And Prabhupada here quoted a beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He says, Yat karosi yat ashnasi, yat juhosi dadasi yat tapashyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Very beautiful verse. This is the instruction of Lord Krishna to Arjuna. Lord Krishna is instructing to Arjuna, he is telling that Yat karosi yat ashnasi, whatever you do, whatever you eat, yad juhasi, all that you offer and give away, dadasi yat. Yat tapashyasi kaunteya, any kind of austerity you do, tat kurushva madarpana, you do it as offering to me. This is clearly Krishna is telling. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, whatever you give it to in charity, whatever you do austerity, you do it as offering to Krishna. That is the best perfection of our life. So then we can become perfect. So this lady, she is actually, though she belongs to a tribal community, but she has a great love for Krishna. Krishna doesn't see the caste, creed, anything. He always sees, he always looks what love we have in our heart for Krishna, for other living entities. That is very important. And Krishna looks to that. And immediately, as soon as she offered Krishna and all these fruits, immediately his basket became full of jewels, gold. But she didn't expect anything from Krishna. She did not expect gold or jewel from Krishna. But it is the exchange of love. As we give to Krishna with love something, Krishna also gives us in exchange of love. He reciprocates immediately. He doesn't remain like a debtor. Immediately he reciprocates. Like हम लोग कहीं जाते हैं, गिफ्ट देते हैं तो वो फिर रिटर्न गिफ्ट देते हैं ना. This is exchange of love. We call it reciprocation of love. Similarly, Krishna also reciprocates with his devotees. When devotee offers something in love, Krishna also immediately reciprocates. That is what he did here to this lady. Immediately reciprocated. Immediately. And that is the love. And again, as Srila Sukadeva Goswami is explaining, after this incident, Krishna Balram used to go to play One day when Krishna's birthday was there, they both were playing with all his friends, and Mother Rohini went to call Krishna and Balram, but even whatever ways he tried, persuaded to bring them, they did not come. And then she came back and told to Mother Yashoda that you must go to bring, because they're not listening to me. And Srila Sukadeva Goswami is explaining here that Mother Yashoda is much more attached to Krishna and Balaram both as compared to Mother Rohini. So therefore Mother Yashoda went and she started calling Krishna, Balaram, come, come. Then we'll see what will happen. And we'll see also there are few pastimes more in this chapter. Okay.